So, okay, what were all those years like though? You kind of got into the street lifestyle and were you, I mean, there's like a lot of different versions of that. There's like dudes who are running around doing
crash test dummy.
Okay.
I was trying to, I lacked guidance. I didn't have a father. My mother didn't give a about me. I was out there trying to prove myself to whoever would give me acknowledgement. Didn't matter what it was, what big homie it was, what dumbass shit they was telling me to do. Up IDs, getting put on checklists, you know, doing X, Y, and Z without, you know, incriminating myself, you know. But at the same time, I was willing and ready to do whatever it was to not just impress them, but validate my own manhood, which was missing in my life. So it was, I'm the biggest, I'm the baddest. I had got shot the first time at 16. I ran up on the motherfuckers with the pistol. Really? I ran up on them, you know, 40s. Every time I've been shot, it's been about every time I've been shot, I've been hit 5 times, and every time it's about their ass. You know what I'm saying? But, and at this time, we was coming from the liquor bank on Crenshaw and Stocker. That's when the liquor bank was still there. And I ain't gonna name no names. I know who they are, but I ain't gonna name no names. But yeah. We got into a counter, man, and this is how short term I thought my life was gonna be, you know, and how I thought one moment of supposed greatness and sacrifice for the hood would at least give me something. Immortalize me. And they didn't give me nothing but a 357 Magnum to the stomach. You know what I'm saying? So I've been doing my thing for years and years. Those who know me, you know what I'm saying? We run from the 50s to the 100s and all that type of stuff. But my enticement with the hood was strictly about vindication and validation. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be vindicated, trying to be validated as a man. You know, I want other men to look at me as a man because I ain't have the man who's supposed to do it.
When you're 16, you just know that there's other dudes around you and that they are respected and that they are treated well and that they just have proven themselves and everybody acts like that. And when you're 16, you're kind of trying to figure out like, all right, so how do I speed up this process so that people will give me that kind of respect? And this is not just in the gang life. This is in everything. But in the gang life is where a lot of the time the things that are expected of you is stuff that could realistically get you locked up for 20 years.
Locked up, can end your life, can end your family's lives, you know, traumatized and detriment to your children, all types of shit. But when you in a void and you in a race and a struggle for respect, none of that matters. It's like it all goes out the window. It's the that when you step on his shoe, he blow you away. Because it was never about the shoe. It was never about the shoe. You know what I'm saying? It was always about the respect or the disrespect they're in. We mothers got to wake up to that bullshit. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm pretty good at defending myself and checking that come into the system wrong, come around me wrong, like we're going to deal with a little bit here, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not no dummy. I'm not no fool. I understand that I want to go home. I want my kids to see me get old, you know what I'm saying? I want to see my grandchildren, hopefully my great-grandchildren, you know, and just run around representing something that doesn't truly represent you is idiotic, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
Nah, especially as you get older, it's like you hear about shit that going on, bad situations, people getting shot, etc., and you're just like, okay, how am I going to avoid being around the next time that happens? Whereas when you're young, when you're in your teenage years, it's like, damn, I wish I was around to see that crazy shit happen.
You running towards that
you know,
shit. Exactly. You get older. They always say, they be like, homies get older and they move out the hood. You know what I'm saying? They run from the hood. They abandon the hood. No, they just got smart. They just wanted to redirect and change their environment so they can have more chances than what they know is already there. If they know every time I go to the store, it's a chance I'm gonna get shot, bro, I'm gonna start shopping at other stores. You know what I'm saying? Naturally. And you can naturally.
If I want to live.
So if I know I'm gonna live in this neighborhood, if I know I gotta raise a fundamental family foundation, I gotta build something, but I know my kids can possibly not make it home from school, then I'm gonna get the out of here. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I got it. I come back, all that, you know, but it's not the new generation, but it's that hype and that recurring, what we talking about, the necessity for validation, the necessity to be vindicated. It ain't changed. You go do 30 years, 25 years in the pen and come home and still want that same validation. We'll sit out and do young dumb shit just so young dumb can look up and think they not acting that way. You know what I'm saying? Instead of guiding and leading and put something out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie Big Bosco. You know, that's what he did. He did 30. Came home and started really representing himself as a guy, like somebody who guides the youngsters from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Still holding true to the rules of this shit though, because without rules we got dysfunction, man, and dysfunction breeds chaos. And people who are chaotic is a people easily controlled. You know what I'm saying? If you got chaos, all you gotta do is just whatever they think chaos is not, you just gotta wave that in front of them. They're gonna come to you. So we gotta wake up and see that shit, and that ain't no racial thing. That ain't no, that's black, white, purple, yellow, green.
Just people.
That's just people, human nature. You know what I'm saying?
But so last night I got a flat tire in my car, had to get towed. And so I'm sitting in the tow truck with this dude, and he's from a section in LA and everything. And he's driving the tow truck and stuff. And he starts telling me a little bit about his upbringing and stuff. And I'm realizing like, oh, this is a guy who grew up right in the middle of a bunch of crazy ass shit and decided to go and get a normal job and have a normal life and everything. And I'm like, that's amazing. And when I'm listening to you talk about dudes who went in and did 30 years and then came out and got their life together, I'm like, that's really the job and the struggle of society is how do we teach people to prioritize themselves and their lives without having to go and do a couple decades in prison in order to realize what this guy who's relatively young got apparently just through maybe he had really good parents or maybe he was just had somebody in his ear that made him realize that it was better to get a good job and slowly build up your life and start a family, etc., rather than just run around and do all this crazy shit. Yeah.
Right.
So during all that time, you have any jail or prison bids?
I did a couple, and I haven't had a number, so I've not been on anybody's yard.
Okay.
Whatever wood.
This is wood. It's close enough, right?
Yeah, not on wood. But I've had my brushes with the law. You know, I've did little stints here, 6 months there, 4 months there. Never nothing extremely violent or irrational. It'd be shit like, you know, paraphernalia or DUI, obstruction, you know what I'm saying, cussing the police out or getting in their face, you know what I'm saying.
So you've been kind of lucky in that regard?
Well, I mean, I done got my ass whipped a couple times by the police, you know. I remember one time I was in Highland, man, they whipped my ass and dropped me off in an essay hood, like the movie.
Like the movie.
Really?
Like Menace.
They dropped me off in the essay hood, bro, and I guess they thought the essays was going to me up, bro, and I just walked up out of there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no like, oh, they came and took me to the hospital like the movie.
Yeah, like the movie.
But they definitely dropped me on the wrong side of the tracks after putting the billy club to a motherfucker. So I've experienced it from that side, you know, and I ain't no angel. I didn't do my thing too. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing on the other side. Karma is a bitch. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things I feel like I've been through is I planted those seeds, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, chickens coming home to roost type of situation, you know?
Okay, for sure. Everything 420 really is that one-stop shop. Whether you're looking for your go-to gear or something new and unexpected, they got options for days, and they're always dropping mystery boxes and deals. The E420 app is clean, shipping is quick, and they literally have everything. Don't forget to use code NOJUMPER at checkout.